This video contains spoilers for pretty much everything MCU. This past San Diego Comic-Con was filled with many surprises. The Black Widow movie was not one of them. It's been rumoured for a while now, and in all honesty, I was kind of dreading it. People were saying it would be some kind of origin story, which doesn't really make sense to me because we've known this character for something like 10 years, and we've seen her die. It wouldn't make sense for her to come back, so it must be a prequel, right? So when is it set? What is it about? At first, people were saying it would be kind of like Marvel's John Wick, which sounded pretty cool, but that movie kind of already exists, just not Marvel's. So what is it actually going to be? How do they expect me to feel attachment and emotions for a character I've already mourned for? And then Comic-Con kind of showed me some answers. I had a big realization. This movie isn't about Natasha Romanoff. Not really. Yeah, it stars Scarlett Johansson, but it's not about her. It's not about anyone. It's about the identity of the Black Widow.
And of course, the Black Widow herself, Scarlett Johansson!
I'm excited for fans to see the flawed side of her, what she perceives to be the flawed side of her. And I'm looking to wipe out some of that red in my ledger, so.
It was revealed that the film would be set after Civil War, which is an interesting time for Natasha. She had just kind of betrayed her entire family of heroes by letting Steve Rogers escape and made herself a fugitive once again. So who is she now? Is she still the Black Widow? Natasha aimed to redefine what that title meant by being an Avenger, but the Avengers don't exist anymore, so who is she? Yelena Belova is another victim of the Red Room. You know, that whole flashback thing in Age of Ultron, you know. And initially designed to be an exact equal match to Natasha Romanoff, literally, at the beginning, only differing in hair colour. In the trailer shown at Comic-Con, it's reported that there was footage of these two characters fighting to a stalemate. Nat's looking in a mirror and seeing her babyface Red Room self in Yelena. They are quoted as calling each other sisters. So is this the last family Natasha has? Evidently it's more complicated than that. If I was going to guess, I'd say the Black Widow being referred to in the title of this film is actually Yelena, not Natasha. We've already lost Natasha, but we can grow to love Yelena, and throughout the film I think we're going to see a transition of skill and identity. And there's no better villain to measure this than Taskmaster. Yelena and Natasha fight as perfect equals. The Taskmaster's photographic reflexes give him the skills to replicate anyone's moves and abilities to the best of his own physical capabilities. But why does this matter? Because throughout the film, Nat and Yelena will fight the Taskmaster, and we will obviously be able to see who is the better fighter and who is falling behind. Yelena will improve, Nat will decline. The Taskmaster is just a device to measure this throughout the film. Also, he's the big baddie, blah blah blah, you get it, it's a superhero film. Point is, these two characters will go through equal transitions in different directions, and in different ways. Yelena will strive to be better, as good as Nat, and Nat will grow to find peace in herself simply as the woman she is. Despite the red in her ledger and the hell we've seen her go through in Endgame, this movie will provide a peaceful exit to this OG Avenger, in place of the next generation of her mantle. I mean, look at the themes in the MCU right now. The mantle of Captain America has been passed along to Sam Wilson, Spider-Man is being hailed as the next Iron Man, the new Hawkeye show apparently will feature him training his protege Kate Bishop. It's all about characters living through the next generations of heroes. Iron Man was all about legacy, and if people can finally accept that no, Peter Parker will never live up to Tony Stark, and that he shouldn't have to, I think we're ready for the next Black Widow. She won't be the same, and she shouldn't have to be. It wouldn't make sense for her to be, but it does make sense for someone with a similar sense of guilt and thirst to avenge to come along and take Nat's place. Yelena can grow to respect the mantle of Black Widow the same way Natasha learns to accept herself. With that well-meaning influence from Nat, Yelena will grow to be a hero all the same. A lot of change is coming to the MCU, and if Lord Emperor Feige still has that keen comic wisdom, this is the kind of direction he'll go. We don't need a punch 'em up, we need a graceful exit to a long-beloved character and an open-armed introduction to a new one, and a study into identity. So I'm optimistic about the future of the MCU. I only hope I'm right. Thanks for watching.
Well, what is more exciting than the mythology of the Marvel Universe? There is nothing more exciting